CJ Terrell and his brother Damon were arrested during the noontime protest on Monday. Both are facing charges of resisting arrest, and Damon is being tentatively charged with felony battery. CJ joined the protest again on Tuesday and spoke to media about how the group does not need to get a permit.
To paraphrase Will Williams, he left his permit on the ground in blood in Vietnam. We have a First Amendment right to be here. The permit is not only not required, but it is absolutely unnecessary. And on top of that, part of the permitting process is taking responsibility for potential liabilities that could arise from having a large group of people together that's just here peacefully protesting, right? I mean, look at what they did to my brother yesterday. He's going like this, and they tackled him, and a cop got hurt. If I signed that permit, they could also sue me.
He also told reporters that his access has been limited to the Capitol since 2011. In that time, the Terrell brothers have faced 20 charges in the Capitol, including disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. 16 of those have been dismissed.
I think it bears stating, I was born and raised here in Madison. My dad has never had a car. I was a bus rider in this city before there were transfer points everywhere. The only transfer point was at the square. I walked through this building several times a week, every week growing up. I didn't know the Capitol Police existed until 2011. And now I can't walk into Chris Taylor's office without 4 of them following me. And that is not acceptable to me. So to feel like my First Amendment rights are protected, I would say they need to remove the atrociously high number of police officers they have patrolling, and they need to restore access. I need to feel comfortable going to see my representatives. I need to feel comfortable voicing my opinions because they're not being listened to, they're not being heard.
CJ explained later that his brother could not participate in the protest on Tuesday because he was still in jail on felony charges waiting for a bail hearing. He asked for others to join him and his brother in supporting the Solidarity protest and explained that protesters see no end in sight.
The people can't be defeated because there's no other option. Losing this to a lot of people looks like death, and that needs to be understood. The legislators of this country are systematically pushing people to the brink. And for a lot of people, it looks like your Medicare or your Social Security or your children's schooling. But for a lot of people, this is their food. This is their right to space to live. Right? We cannot lose because losing is just plain and simple not an option.